When it comes to parenting, Kim Kardashian West is no dummy. The reality TV star has had 2 children herself and 2 through a surrogate, so with 4 kids under her belt, we bet she knows a thing or two.
Do you not know we're having another baby?
Not really.
Kim's life co-parenting with Kanye West has to be pretty interesting, don't you think? It shouldn't surprise you to know that little North, Saint, Chiacgo, and now baby Psalm are in good hands. But some internet trolls aren't convinced.
What are you, a saint?
I'm the mama.
Check out this entire video for all the rules Kim Kardashian has for not only baby Psalm, but all her kids. Kim K grew up with 4 Kardashian siblings and then 2 Jenner sisters too, so the fact that she and Kanye have 4 kids now sounds about right. With a crazy schedule for both parents, we're kind of wondering how on earth they juggle parenting all these little ones.
I have a million kids. I have a million jobs. This is all I've got.
Kim told Vogue in her 73 Questions interview that the secret to successful child rearing is, quote, "You just have to wing it," end quote. Wait, Kim, is that all? Well, sort of. Kim's comment was aimed at reminding all parents that having a bunch of kids means rolling with the punches. Kim's own parents made sure to drill the idea that at the end of the day, quote, "family is everything," end quote. In fact, the whole Kar-Jenner clan sticks to this motto. Kim has been able to turn to her own sisters for tons of tips and tricks since they all have children. Kim said, quote, "My sisters and I are in a group chat always getting parenting advice," end quote. Of course, all of this was said in April of 2019 when Kim only had 3 little ones. As of May of 2019, this celebrity couple now has 4 children in the house, all under the age of 6. How has parenting 3 kids taught and prepared them for taking care of 4? Before Psalm was born, Kim was, quote, "kinda stressing," end quote, over the idea, especially because the nursery wasn't quite ready. Kim wanted the other 3 kids, North, Chiacgo, and Saint, to still feel the love after the family became a full-blown wolf pack thanks to Psalm. How did Kim treat these 3 kiddos? A classic trip to Disneyland, of course. A family friend told People magazine, quote, "The kids have been fine with the new baby, but it's still a transition for them. The older kids have been demanding Kim's attention, so Kim really wanted to make special time for them," end quote. But Kim and Kanye have figured out a successful method of balancing their work schedules with parenting their little ones. A friend of the family told People that, quote, "When Kim is working out, Kanye is with the kids and vice versa," end quote. With 4 kids and only 2 arms each, it seems like you have to pass them around a little bit. Kim has even explained that she's taken one for the team when it comes to her celeb life versus being a mom. While it may seem like some favoritism is involved, Kim and Kanye plan on sharing the parenting duties equally. Speaking of carpool, a close source said, quote, "Kanye is very close with North in particular, and whenever he isn't traveling or in the studio, he likes to do school drop-offs," end quote. But who doesn't have a favorite kid?
And right now, you guys are tied for my least favorite. How about that?
But there's one rule that Kim and Kanye live by for their little ones. No matter how busy they are, this power couple always finds time to prioritize their kids. Kim has said this affects her business decisions. She told Variety, quote, "I cut out a lot of things that I felt weren't 100% meaningful to me or worth the time that I was spending away from my family. I won't work on a project unless I am 1,000,000,000% passionate about it and it just makes sense," end quote. With such crazy schedules, they find time to still communicate with the kids through FaceTime. Now, we know that may sound slightly disconnected, but did you really think Kim, with her KKW beauty line, keeping up with the Kardashians, and all her celebrity appearances would not be raising her kids in a non-traditional way? Also, on top of making the kids a constant priority, Kim has an important rule for herself. She told People magazine, quote, "My home and my heart feel really full right now, and my time is spread really thin. But I think it's important that in all couples, the mom gives the husband as much attention as the kids," end quote. So don't worry guys, even with 4 kids running around, Kanye gets plenty of one-on-one time with Kim. Speaking of me time, we think the only time Kim and Kanye get to be alone is probably when the kids are sleeping. Thankfully, nap time is one rule that Kim does not budge on. She said she's not like her sister Kourtney, who is a little less intense about sleeping schedules. Kim said, quote, "I'm really fun and playful, but I'm really strict on nap time and sleeping in their own crib. Kourtney's style is where her kids sleep in bed with her," end quote. We keep finding ways that Kim and Kanye's parenting style is pretty traditional. Well, as traditional as they can be with their celeb lifestyles. So let's face it, we're all curious about Kim's rules for one of her biggest platforms for success, social media. Kim herself has 140 million followers on Instagram as of May 2019 and actively uses her Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram almost daily. So how will this work with the kids themselves? Kim sat in a panel at BeautyCon 2018 and spoke openly about her beliefs surrounding the use of social media and technology at home. She feels that kids' minds are so fragile that, quote, there has to be rules of maybe not sleeping with the phone right next to you, end quote. To impose this in her own house, the reality TV star plans on having her kids leave their phones in the kitchen at night and then give them back in the morning after they share a family breakfast. But Kim doesn't just have this rule for the kids, she's strict about phone use for herself too.
Do my phone? Hold on. Yeah, I'm not done. What are you doing?
We all may assume that Kim is constantly glued to her phone simply based on the nature of her lifestyle, but Kim knows that and says, quote, there's a time and place for that. I'm really cautious when I'm at home with phones and I'm super present, end quote. But Kim and Kanye are famous celebrities with all their dirty laundry airing out on reality TV almost constantly, and the internet always has some intense feelings about everything they do, so it should be no surprise that they've received their fair share of backlash when it comes to their parenting. When Kim posted a photo of newborn baby Psalm West on her Twitter and Instagram, it did not take long for experts to step in and criticize things. The snapshot, which has since been removed from Instagram, showed the newest addition to the Kardashian West clan sleeping in a crib with padded bumpers, blankets, and other loose items. The problem with this is that experts deemed it wildly unsafe. Let's just say the commenters didn't miss a beat. This is your fourth child, Kimye. What are you doing? Shouldn't you know these things by now? As it turns out, they do. A close source to Kim made sure that everyone knew that, quote, as a mother of four, she very much knows how to keep her newborn safe in the crib, end quote. They made sure to remind everyone that, hey, you all were dying for a photo of Psalm. The photo was simply snapped quickly to share their newborn son with the world. The close source also added, quote, it was a split-second staged photo, end quote, and explained that they had simply laid Psalm in some comfy pads so he wouldn't wake up. So chill out, internet. Apparently, this isn't the first time that Kim has been yelled at by internet trolls when it comes to her kids. Kim posted an innocent picture of a probably rare incident where Northwest was looking at something on her mom's phone. Of course, commenters posted suggestions on if North even reads and assume she's stuck on her phone all day. The mom shamers united to share their concern over Kim's kids and their screen time. These same IG commenters take a big issue with things like when North wears her hair straight. Kim doesn't just let these comments fly by, though. She explained the decision to The Hollywood Reporter saying, quote, she wanted straight hair and I straightened her hair one time. It's funny because online everyone thought that we pressed it and did this whole thing. It was just a flat iron, end quote. But how does Kim feel about all the hate? She stood by her decisions and made sure to remind everyone that North has a say in these things too. Quote, sometimes you just have to tune it out. It was her birthday and all she wanted was to try to have her hair straightened, end quote. So to all the people blowing things out of proportion and making Kim seem like an unfit parent, can you guys chill out a little bit? As far as little Psalm West goes, don't worry, he is set up for a life of success and safety just like his 3 siblings. Just days after Psalm's birth on May 9th, 2019, the Keeping Up with the Kardashians star filed a trademark application for his name. In case you haven't noticed, all the members of the Kar-Jenner clan are big fans of using their name as a full-on brand. The KKW beauty mogul knew that this would be an important stamp for her 4th baby's future in business, so they wasted no time protecting the name. Maybe we should also acknowledge this for what it is, the children of 2 celebrities forever destined to be in the limelight. Whether or not you agree with Kim's parenting styles, you have to admit that she's incredibly loving and just wants what's best for her little ones. On more than one occasion, Kim has said things like, quote, my whole world is my kids, it's all I care about. From literally every last thing that they do to what they wear to all their activities. I love being their mom. I definitely don't hang out with my friends as much just because I have to be with my kids, end quote. Not to mention the entire village of people that these kids get to be raised by. With 9 kids between all the Kar Jenner sisters, the momager of the century Kris Jenner as the matriarch of the whole clan, and Kim and Kanye themselves, Psalm, Chicago, Saint, and Northwest are all in incredibly capable hands. So, what do you think of Kim and Kanye as parents of 4 kids? Leave your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos about your fave celebs. Thanks for stopping by the taco, and we'll see you next time.